Hello everyone, this is Scarzig, and welcome back to another viewer replay review. Today's replay comes to us from Grandmaster Kaleos, so this should be pretty exciting. He did want me to let you all know that in the near future, he is going to be changing his name to GrandmasterZendo in honor of the new Shim'Zar card. So you can see that he has 8 Songhai ribbons. He is a Songhai main, obviously. And his opponent today is Wicked Flux, another very experienced Songhai player, very well-known player in the community. He even has a tournament-winning ribbon. So this should be a really exciting match, and let's get started. We'll hop right in. So right off the bat, you don't want to keep the GrandmasterZendo in your opening hand. It's a bit expensive. Most likely he'll replace that as well as soon as his turn starts up. Wicked Flux is going to open up with the Healing Mystic. And that's a pretty standard play. You most likely want a Chakri Avatar going first with Reva, since this doesn't tell me that this is probably some sort of Spell High variant, while Grandmaster Kaleos is going to be playing with, since Kaleos' spell Blink is better for an aggressive backstab variant. So this is going to be a really interesting matchup for sure. Spelljammer comes down. This is going to keep Wicked Flux's hand topped off, and with the Inner Focus to reactivate it, he is going to bring down the Mana Vortex as well. So what kind of combo is he working on here? Killing Edge comes down to buff the Spelljammer. He gets his burst damage. The Lantern Fox is going to just move up here into the corner and switch places, hopefully keeping the Spelljammer out of play for a couple turns. The same play is going to be repeated on Kaleos' side with the Killing Edge to drop some burst damage on his opponent. They are both at 17 health, which is pretty dangerous. They're both, I would say, in a pretty decent kill range of one another. And with the Spelljammer in play, each player is going to have their hand filled to the brim. Tusk Boar comes down to take out the Lantern Fox, which is really good to get that 6-4 off of the board. And because Grandmaster Kaleos' hand is full due to Spelljammer, those Phoenix Fires are going to get burned. So we'll see how he deals with this. He does have a Tusk Boar of his own that he could possibly use to take out the Spelljammer, but instead he's just going to create distance. Key Beholder comes down. Its opening gambit stops an enemy minion from moving for a turn, so he's going to keep that Lantern Fox locked into place. Inquisitor Kron coming down from Wicked Flux. This is not looking good. He's got a 6-4 and a 4-6 bearing down on him. And the Key Beholder's not going to do much now that it's been provoked in melee range. We'll have to see how Grandmaster Kaleos deals with this situation. Decides to replace the Heaven's Eclipse, definitely the best option here. So it looks like he's going for the combo. We've got Tusk Boar, Blink to move it away from Inquisitor Kron's Provoke. Saberspine Seal coming down with Mana Vortex onto another Saberspine Seal, and that gives him enough mana to play the Mirror Meld, which is a spell that creates a copy of a friendly minion that costs 2 or less. These copies maintain all of the buffs that the original have received. The only problem is that you can't actually choose where the copy is created. So even though he did win, there was a slight chance that the Tusk Boar copy could have been placed on that original space next to Inquisitor Kron, and that would have been very, very unlucky. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and Grandmaster Kaleos is able to come away with a victory despite things looking pretty dire there. The Tusk Boar Mirror Meld double Saberspine combo was one that I had theory crafted around when Mirror Meld was first spoiled, so I'm finally glad that I can see that combo working in its full glory out in the wild. Thank you so much for sharing this replay with us, Grandmaster Kaleos, aka GrandmasterZendo, and I will see you next time. You have a good one.